Your bedroom is the most dangerous room in your home. Not the bathroom, not the stairs, not the kitchen. The moment you throw back the covers and rise from sleep, that is when your body is at its most vulnerable. Most people never learn this. Most people pay for that ignorance with a fall. Orthopedic surgeons have a name for the first 60 seconds after waking. They call it the silent danger window. It is responsible for a staggering number of senior falls that nobody discusses with their doctor or sees coming until it is far too late. Today, that changes for you. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why that morning window is so dangerous, what is happening inside your body during those first critical seconds, and a 5-minute bed routine that eliminates that risk before your feet ever touch the floor. You will also learn one mistake that nearly every senior makes in the first 20 seconds of waking. That single mistake quietly multiplies your fall risk every single day. Stay with me, because what comes next could protect every morning you have left. Here's what nobody tells you about sleep. While you are resting, your body runs a quiet overnight maintenance program. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops significantly, sometimes by 10 to 20 points. Your muscles enter a state of near complete relaxation that does not exist at any other point in the day. Your inner ear, the primary controller of your sense of balance, reduces its activity to a fraction of its daytime operation. This is normal. This is healthy. Your body is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. But the problem arrives the moment your alarm goes off. In those first seconds of waking, your blood pressure has not yet rebounded to its daytime level. Your vestibular system, the balance network housed deep in your inner ear, is still coming back online. Your leg muscles are cold, stiff, and poorly connected to the nerve signals that should be directing them. All three systems are compromised at the exact same moment. Not one of them, not two, all three, simultaneously, the instant you decide to stand. That is not simply an accident waiting to happen. That is a physiological collision, already in motion. You have probably felt the evidence yourself. That brief spinning sensation when you first sit up, that slight sway when you rise from the mattress, that subtle feeling of instability that passes in just a few seconds, the feeling most people laugh off as just being tired. Doctors call it orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure triggered by the shift from lying to standing. Research on adult fall patterns has found that people over 65 are up to 70% more likely to fall in the first 90 seconds of rising than at any other moment in the entire day. 70%, one number, and it reframes every morning you have ever had. Most falls do not happen on icy sidewalks or slippery bathroom floors. They happen in the quiet, ordinary transition between sleep and standing. In the moment the body is asked to perform at full capacity before it is remotely ready to deliver. That is the real danger, and the reason this video exists is that you can completely change how your body handles that moment, without any equipment, without any prior fitness, and without leaving your bed. If you search for balance exercises online, you will find hundreds of videos. Stand on one foot, walk heel to toe, hold a chair, and march in place. Those exercises have genuine value. Physical therapists prescribe them every day, and they work. But there is something critical they all miss. Not one of them addresses the specific danger of the morning transition. They treat balance as a general fitness problem when it is, in fact, a timing problem. Your body's fall vulnerability does not peak at 2 p.m. when you are doing standing exercises in the living room. It peaks at 7 a.m. You are still warm from sleep. You are still half in a dream. You are reaching for your phone to check the time before your circulatory system has registered that you are even awake. That phone reach, by the way, is one of the single riskiest movements a senior can make in the first 60 seconds after waking. Your arm extends outward, your center of mass shifts, and your blood pressure is still at its overnight low. It is a perfect physiological storm, and almost every senior performs it, every single morning without a second thought. This is the open secret of senior fall prevention that morning exercise videos never address. This routine is different because it begins before your feet touch the floor. It works in alignment with your body's natural waking sequence rather than bypassing it entirely. Think of your body like a cold engine. You would not put a cold engine under full load the second you turn the key. You would let it warm up, build pressure, find its operating rhythm. Your cardiovascular system, Your vestibular system and your leg muscles deserve exactly the same intelligence, and giving them that intelligence requires almost no time, no special equipment, and no level of physical fitness beyond what you already have right now. This routine has 4 movements done in sequence without rushing. The first 3 happen while you are still lying in bed. The fourth begins at the edge of the mattress. Each movement has a specific physiological purpose, and understanding the purpose is what will make this a habit that sticks. Begin the moment you become aware that you are awake. Before you reach for your phone, before you check the clock, before you do anything else, bring your full attention to your feet. The first movement is ankle pumping. While lying flat on your back, flex your feet upward toward your shins, then point them firmly downward. 10 slow, deliberate repetitions. This is not a trivial exercise, even though it may feel like one. Your leg veins contain significant pools of blood that settled there during sleep. When you pump your ankles, you activate the calf muscle pump, the same mechanism your body uses during walking, and you immediately begin driving that pooled blood back toward your heart. This one act begins normalizing your blood pressure from the inside. By the time you finish 10 repetitions, your cardiovascular system has received its first waking signal and started preparing for upright life. The second movement is knee to chest pulls. Still on your back, bring one knee gently toward your chest, using both hands clasped just below the knee. Hold for 3 slow, full seconds. Lower the leg back to the mattress with control. Switch sides. You're doing 5 repetitions per leg, alternating. This movement wakes up your hip flexors, a group of muscles that are chronically tight and neglected in nearly every adult over 60. Here is why that matters for your fall risk. Your hip flexors control your stride length. When they are stiff, your steps get shorter. When your steps get shorter, your feet do not lift as high off the ground. When foot clearance drops, you catch curbs, thresholds, and uneven pavement with your toes. That mechanical cascade is one of the most common physical causes of tripping falls in seniors over 65. You are not just stretching when you do this movement, you are resetting the foundation of every step you will take for the rest of the day. The third movement is seated edge marching. Now push yourself carefully to a seated position at the edge of the mattress. Sit still for 30 full seconds before doing anything else. Let your blood pressure adjust. During those 30 seconds, begin slow, controlled marching in place, lifting each knee approximately 6 inches off the mattress, alternating left and right, 10 repetitions per leg. This 30-second seated phase is the most underestimated fall prevention tool that exists. Sitting upright activates a postural recalibration response in your vestibular system. Your brain begins receiving updated information about where your body is in space. Your blood pressure continues rising toward its daytime range. And your leg muscles, already partially warm from the ankle pumps and knee pulls, begin receiving far stronger neural signals than they would from lying still. You are building a physiological bridge between sleep and standing, one small movement at a time. The fourth and final movement is the mindful stand-up. After completing your seated marching, rest your hands lightly on the mattress on either side of you. Push slowly to a full standing position, then stop completely. Do not take a single step for 10 full seconds. Stand still, eyes forward, weight distributed evenly between both feet, breathing normally. Feel the floor beneath you. Notice your balance. Let your vestibular system complete the recalibration your morning routine just initiated. After 10 seconds, walk. That pause is the closing of everything your body has been building for the past 4.5 minutes. Together, these 4 movements flow in under 5 minutes and transform the most dangerous transition of your day into the most prepared one. One morning of this routine will help. 30 mornings will change you. Here is the science behind that. Your vestibular system does not simply decline on a fixed aging timeline. It declines primarily because of underactivation. Every morning you leap from bed without preparation. You bypass the structured activation signal your inner ear is designed to receive. That bypass, repeated hundreds of times over years, creates a slow and almost invisible erosion in your balance responsiveness. It is cumulative. It builds quietly. That is why so many seniors who experience their first serious fall are completely blindsided. They were steady last week. They were fine yesterday. Until the morning they were not. This routine interrupts that erosion pattern. It gives your vestibular system a reliable daily activation cue. The same sequence, the same movements, every morning in the same order. Activated systems stay sharp. Signals that arrive consistently get processed faster and more accurately over time. Within 2 weeks, most adults over 65 who commit to this routine report noticeably steadier mornings, not just getting out of bed, but through the entire first hour of the day. Within 4 weeks, the improvements spread into midday activities, stepping off curbs, navigating crowded spaces, carrying groceries while walking. At 8 weeks, physical therapy research consistently shows measurable improvements in both static and dynamic balance scores. That means real-world stability, the kind that protects you when someone brushes past you in a grocery aisle, when your foot finds uneven ground in a parking lot, when your dog cuts across the floor in front of you. You cannot buy that steadiness. You build it, 5 minutes at a time, every single morning, before the rest of the world even starts. There's something that nearly every senior who has recovered from a serious fall says when they look back. Every single one says some version of the same words: "I saw it coming. I just did not know what I was seeing." The morning dizziness they dismissed, the near miss last Tuesday that made their heart race, the moment they grabbed the wall and waited for the world to stop moving, those were not random events. Those were signals. Your body was telling you something in a language you had not been taught to read. You now know how to read it. More importantly, you have the exact 4-movement routine that turns those warning signs into the starting point of a safer morning. A morning that begins with intention, with preparation, and with the real confidence that comes from a body that has been given what it needs. 5 minutes, 4 movements, no equipment, done before your feet touch the floor. If the full routine feels like a lot on day 1, begin with the ankle pumping only. Add the knee pulls on day 2. Add the seated marching on day 3. Add the mindful stand-up on day 4. By day 5, the complete routine is yours, and it will take you less than 5 minutes to do it from memory. That is how permanent habits form, one small layer at a time, until the layer disappears, and the habit simply becomes who you are. If this video gave you something you will actually use tomorrow morning, subscribe to Steady Steps right now. This channel exists for one reason only: to help you move better, fall less, and live fully in the body you have right now. A new video is already waiting for you. Do not let morning be the most dangerous part of your day. One moment longer.